Okay guys, I am back and I got most of the, or not most, all of the pages kind of colored the way I want them. So we are gonna bind this and then we're gonna work on some pockets. And then we'll just see how far we get. And these are gonna be pretty basic pockets that we're gonna put in here. But you know, the best ideas happen when I'm eating dinner. So, you know, we're just going to go with it. I was like, wait a minute. I love the color or the cover. So why don't we, I'm going to see what that is before I think it's ink. Might have to do something about that. Okay. So I clip my things together and then I kind of just eyeball where I think middle is. And this is a book cradle that Amy at Crafty Cat has. And obviously her link will be in the description box below. So you can go check out her shop. I think she actually has some in stock now. So you might be able to, if you are interested in them, I'll show it to you. So basically you set your signatures or your journal, if it's one signature, down in there. And then it's got this little trough, I guess, in here. And that's where, so that's what allows you to go all the way through to the other side of the signatures. And you can't really tell it now because the lace is there. But I love, love, love this book cradle. It's lightweight. It's easy to store. It's not like bulky. So yeah, it's one of my favorite tools I have in my arsenal, I guess you would call it, my crafting arsenal. Yeah, she sent that to me for Christmas as my Christmas present. Thank you again, Amy. I adore it. So yeah, except for I put lotion on my fingers and guess who can't get the needle through now? And then I have been using, this is wax covered thread thread that I'm using, and it has become my new favorite that I've been using. However, I use all kinds of different things too. Like I've used like twine. I use like floss. Yeah, it's an inexpensive one that you can use is like the twine that you get from the dollar store, like the baker's twine. They have it in the baking aisle or the craft aisle. Those are really nice. I use that like almost exclusively the first year that I was doing journals. The only thing you have to do is be careful with it when you are pulling it as tight as I just pulled this. Sometimes that twine likes to give a little bit, like, and break, but if you're careful, it doesn't usually happen. So yeah, I don't have any cool stories today because I'm filming these. Oops, sorry, I'm jiggling you. I'm filming these like back to back. So yeah, there is this. Now all bound and ready to go. So I'm going to set this aside. And so I'm going to do pockets pretty much the same way that we did the cover, out of file folder. Oh, maybe if we can get it right. Oh, maybe I should have cut it down first, huh? That's all right. And I need to get my little box that I've been painting on and whatnot out in just a second. So yeah, like I said, we're just gonna do these very similar to what the cover is. But I am gonna do them, like, make them individually, so that I can really get the detail in them. I'm thinking, I guess, so 8 and then 4. So that'll give it a nice pocket there. Okay, and I'm gonna just kind of take that quarter off since it's already kind of like that. So that's gonna be a pocket there. And then, I think I'm gonna take the shorter end here and kind of just pull as much as I can here. Okay, and then like this. And then I usually generally like to do, okay, so I have 2 here. So then I'm gonna go ahead and take that weaker part off, like so. And then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna tear at the corner, like so. And then when we put it together, we're gonna put it like that so it becomes a pocket in a pocket, okay? So I'm going to do that again. And it really, you know what, I can't remember who I originally saw this from. I saw another YouTuber do this particular one, and now I can't remember who that was. And see, we'll just do this way. There we go. So it's like matching pockets like that. Okay. All right. And then I was going to do, and I think I'm going to take my tear ruler. We're still going to use it, like we're still going to tear it, but I don't want to mess with stuff that big. So, and what I was saying is that I am going to do, I usually do 6 to 8 pockets per journal. So I'll go ahead and do that. I am going to tear that side, but I wanted to see, because this one is going to be side tucks. Okay, about 7.5, so we're pretty okay with that. I'm going to tear this side. And then I was thinking we might do, I think it's called the Rita Donnelly flip on this one. We're going to do a couple of those, and I'm sure you guys have seen those time and time again. But we're going to go ahead and do it like a ripped style, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit easier on myself. Okay, and just put in a small crease. And what I was thinking is if we just went in this direction, kind of folded it down, and then I'll just take maybe. Okay, like that. Okay, so then, okay, so this side, so I want to tear here. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8 different pockets. Okay, so then I'm gonna grab this out again. And we are just gonna start inking. And it won't hurt my feelings if you just fast forward through this, because it could totally be boring. I don't really know. I guess it all depends on how much you guys like to watch inking. And then we'll get this little guy out. No, we won't. That's not the one I want. Sorry, guys. Oh, there it is. The little one for the permanent ink. Okay, so let's see. We started out with these. Sorry in advance if it's jiggling you. Man, those dogs really barking. What do you want to bet? That's Gracie coming home. She was out playing with her goat this afternoon after school. Because they have to have them like show ready, like being able to walk on harnesses and whatnot come August, which sounds like it's easy, but it's actually really not. When we get closer to fair, I'll go ahead and shoot a little video if you guys are interested in it. The rabbit project has kind of been canceled. So while I'm bummed, it's safer for the rabbits, because we've had, those of you that have been with me for a while know that we've had rabbit disease running through Colorado. And it ran through Texas and New Mexico and Arizona quite a bit last year. But our wild rabbits are testing positive for this. And so it was collectively decided the other day that we would just go ahead and cancel, not like the project, like we're still going to offer stuff for the kids to do at fair, like they could bring project boards and whatnot, but no live animals for rabbits will be there this year, which is kind of sad, but definitely don't want dead bunnies, because this rabbit disease does kill them in a matter of like 24 hours. So, and it's highly contagious. So it's not anything we could like control from, you know, rabbit to rabbit. You know, if one rabbit came in with it, it could wipe out the entire herd, like the whole thing. And I would not want little guys to be losing their beloved pets. I really like how those turn out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of in love with this whole thing. And then I'll show you what I did. I went ahead and printed out, Amy has a couple of kits called The Reason for the Season. And it is in her Reason for the Season 2, I believe, the one she just came out. But she's got some fussy cut roses in that kit. And so I printed that out, and I printed them in 5x7. And then I also printed them in regular size. So I figured that is what we are going to decorate with. And don't forget that, guys. You can always use, you know, your kits multiple different ways, multiple different times, right? Like it doesn't have to always be, you know, just in one kit. Like you can, like I said, you can use all your ephemera in different kits. Like, so if you see one that you just love that's in roses, but you want to keep using it, right? Just keep using it. Okay. All right, so there's those two. Let me cap off some of this before I lose ink power, right? Okay, and then these are the roses I was talking about. So when I cut the 5x7 down, I printed out 2 pages of it, so it would give us plenty of roses to work with in a smaller form for like tags. And then I printed out, that's the rest of the kit we're using as the body, so that we could use them on pockets. I think that one's a little bit too big. Yeah, those dogs are really barking. I hope it's not getting on you guys' nerves in the video. So we could try, that one's kind of pretty, huh? Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do those two. All right. I bet you they're barking because Grace is home. Oh, nope, that is something else. I will be right back, guys. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, there's a raccoon out there messing with one of the cats. The dogs didn't take nicely to it. Nobody got hurt, but it did take me yelling at it to get it out of there. I think it's just going to be kind of hard this year because what wildlife survived the fire last fall are now everywhere, and food is scarce. So okay, so these pockets, I don't know if I said it before, but they're going to be like side tucks. I'll show you in just a minute. Boy, I'm getting pretty artistic with my glue tonight, huh? Did you hear them again? Oh. I'm just going to ignore it and hopefully it doesn't bother you guys. Okay, so these will go in a page like so, and then we'll make a card to tuck in there. Okay, so not necessarily on that page, but we'll just, as we're done with the pockets, we will that's what I'm looking for. Spit it out. Apparently I can't. Why can I not talk all of a sudden? I hope that's not jiggling you guys too much. Anyways, what I was saying is the wildlife has been kind of crazy this winter. We can't keep the deer out of Grace's rabbit feed. So we've been unintentionally feeding the wildlife. they're kind of aggressive now. Like, they just really go for the feeder. No hold bars now. I mean, if it wasn't such a pain in the keister, it would almost be funny. Like, they'll literally rip the feeder down and spill it on the ground to eat it. I mean, it is kind of funny. Funny in a not funny way, if you will. But I guess at this point, like, until the grass really starts regrowing this spring, I mean, it's just going to be like that. There's no help for it. We kind of ran into the same issues when it came to the Hyde Park fire. So when somebody in the comments, and I still have yet to get to all the comments. Sorry guys, I'm working on it. We live in northern Colorado. Not a little past the foothills, not quite into the mountains. Pretty like at the borders of the Hyde Park fire, like the Hyde Park fire, or not Hyde Park, the fire we just had, Cameron Peak fire, right? Oh my gosh, how could I forget that? Anyways, it literally missed up here, like missed our place by like half a mile. And I know last fall I said I would take some videos of it, but you really couldn't see the damage of it really and how close it got to our place. But you can really tell it now. That everything's starting to green up. Like, it's so bizarre. Like, there's like black tree stumps like up, and then you can tell where like the smoke ruined the pine trees because it's all like brown. It's bizarre looking, but then there's all like this green grass underneath it. So yeah, in the next couple of weeks I will show you some of it. Yeah, I'll go out and take some video of it. And then our little post office ended up making it just fine. So, cause there was, a root fire underneath the post office. So yep. And we were evacuated, what was it guys? 9 days? It was 9 days. No, maybe it's closer to 11. And that was right, like, at the, like, getting to the conclusion of, the 3 and 15 minute challenge. So then I was all bummed because, like, I wanted to finish it, obviously, right? But then yeah. Not like that. Okay. Sorry, I almost messed that up. So yeah, I did get a lot of it filmed. I might have even finished it up while we were in the camper. That was an interesting couple of days I would not want to repeat again. We had 3 dogs, 2 big, 1 little. How many cats did we have? Like 4 or 5 with us? Yeah, it was nuts. Okay, so let's find us a little flower. Yeah, not gonna lie. I really would never want to do that again. Like, I would probably rather, I don't know, anything but that. Too big. Okay, so yeah, that would still work. I like that one. I like that pink one there. I think this one would be too big too. Yeah, because it could hang over on this edge. That I wouldn't mind. But if we hang it over on this edge when it flips up, then it won't. Let's see what this one looks like. It's kind of the same. Yeah. Let's just do that pink one and we'll call it good. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, I wouldn't want to repeat that experience again. I totally would if I had to, but yeah, you guys see that? I almost put it in the wrong ink pad. You know what I actually just thought? I am going to get my Wink Estella out. And we are going to put some Wink Estella on these flowers to kind of make them pop. I have to get out a clear glitter. Usually like the gold glitter. Okay, so this is what this Wink Estella looks like. It comes in this thing, and the only places I know to get it is Amazon or Hobby Lobby has it occasionally. Okay, now a little dab will do ya. You have to kind of push it down because the ink's up here. Push it down just a little bit, but not too much. Okay, a little dab will do ya. You don't want to squeeze too much. Just enough to where that brush is wet, okay? And then you just kind of put it in there, and you probably, it won't pick it up on camera, I bet. But it just puts a nice little glittery sheen that you can see in person. Like I said, don't squeeze very hard. It just puts a nice little sheen on there, little glitteries. It's one of my favorite tools to have. I know that the clear is pretty hard to find. You might be able to find it on Etsy in a couple of shops, but it is getting to be kind of a unicorn. I might have to go to the gold. This one's getting pretty empty. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of just puts a little bit of glitter in there. And it really doesn't take that long to dry at all. Okay, let me see if I can find that other one. And I know Lori sent me a bunch. Maybe that's something I'll have to get off camera and we'll finish a little bit later because I think I put them in another container over on the other side of the room. So, oh, look at that. Look at me being a bad ink mom, huh? Okay. So, let's see. We need this, and all four corners are going to have to be done at once. They're all, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah, that fire was pretty destructive. And like I said, we haven't been too angry at the wildlife. I mean, there literally is like nothing left. We have been pretty thankful that the predators have not been as bad this winter as they usually can be. I think it's because they have easy access to other animals right now. Okay, now let's just see what we get if we do this whole thing here. I'm gonna go ahead and, even though it might be, I don't want to say overkill, but I am gonna put it down there just to make sure we get plenty of it. Okay. Oh, no way. Look at how that rose just almost like lines up together. That's crazy, huh? Couldn't plan that any better if I tried, huh? And again, these little brushes are from the Dollar Tree. I know that you can get them in a like 3 or 4 pack from Walmart too, in the beauty makeup section. And I think they're like $5 over there for 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them. So they're not crazy expensive, but, and I've used them. So that those I think are also another good purchase, especially for those of us starting out. Okay, perfect. Set that aside. That one. Oh, I bet you I'm out of frame down here, aren't I? Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cap those really quick because I'm going to go ahead and glue them down, and then we'll figure out what flower to put on these, and then we'll finish up those other pockets. I think we'll call it a video. And then when we come back, we'll make some tags and put them in there. Okay. Oh my goodness. I love how these look. Eek! I'm getting excited. Let's see. Okay, that one for sure there. Wondering if maybe Yep, that one fits there. Okay. Get those inked up. And then I think we'll throw some laces and stuff. Once we glue them down onto a page, I think we might sneak some lace in there. I remember one time after I got, I first got my very first Winkastella case, Bo was back here clowning around with my stuff, and he ended up like pouring almost all of the Winkastella out. Oh my gosh, he felt so bad. That was like last summer, I think. Poor kid. Yeah, he was pretty upset with himself over that one. All right, last one. Sorry if this was boring, guys, but I am loving how these are all turning out, and I love that they're all cohesive. And I think I might actually want to do some more clusters for this little journal, but let's find some bright butterflies, or maybe not bright, but like, yeah, vintagey bright, I guess. Sorry, guys. I think it's just the time of night, too. Silly dogs. That is one nice thing about winter, right? Is that they're inside and there's not a whole lot of barking that goes on in the evenings when I film. It's usually during the day, but... I guess I can tap that glue before it gets even more pluggy, huh? Oh, and I just realized Bo's got a thing of laundry going. So that's probably really getting to the video too, huh? Well, you know, you're always going to get real and you're always going to get real life with me. So I typically don't hide anything from our lives to our, you know, my mistakes. It is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna have to take this stencil out and go wash it. If not, it'll be a mess for the next time I need it, huh? And this is the last. I'm gonna go ahead and do those. And then we'll get the stamp back out. And we get to use some big flowers this time. I used to have this like round cup that I used for the ephemera. I need to find that. I feel like I've seen that since Christmas. I like that. Oh, I think I like that in there. Though I did kind of like this though. That one, those roses don't quite speak to this one. Okay, this one it is then. So, and you could even print these a little bit smaller. You could do 4x6. You could go to like wallet size and make really tiny little flowers and just have all kinds of different fussy cut flowers. Yeah, you could really just go to town with whatever you wanted. Oh, and this is printed on the parchment. I guess I could show you what it looks like, not printed on the parchment, but more on like regular white paper. Because they're quite a bit brighter. Let me pull that. This is what they look like when you print them out on white. And ignore the lines, because that's when my printer really started acting up, so the old one. But yeah, you can kind of see the difference between, you know, not a huge difference, but you definitely can tell it like through the white parts there. Okay, let's get these glued down and get some Wink of Stella on these. And then we will call this a video. And like I said, the next video will be like tags and whatnot. Maybe some clusters, and then we'll get it all glued together. That video will probably air Saturday. The tag video, that is. Wait, I'm making a right old mess of my fingers today, huh? Oh, did I want to do it that way? I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound now. It's not going to matter if we didn't want to do it that way. It's that way now, as I rip the flower apart. Okay. I didn't really rip it. I just made it do a little bit of a dance. Okay, Wink of Stella time. And then I'm going to let you go. I think that is it for this one. Like, I think we'll just get this flower done, and then it's, yeah, we're done. Don't think any more is going to come out of that little tube. All right, guys, so let me move my yuck board here, and we will pull those out so you can see what we did. Like I said, I think when we put them in the journal. We'll add some lace to the outsides of them, but yep, we got our journal bound and we've got our pockets ready. Yep, so there we go. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will just see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.